too close for comfort.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Hold on. You're with Drawbridge, am I right? Hope the brigands weren't too much trouble. Though you look okay. Glad you can make it. Alright, let's take a look at this cargo of yours. I can see you took extra care with this. Thank you. Where the hell did you find this? You are the best! I'll definitely have more work for you if you want it. I've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, use your Cupid to hook me up.
Yo, shotgun. Holy shit. Hola, senor, por favor.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
You so right. They call me the silent handler.
This is really something. I'm part of the chiral network, which means everyone can finally listen to my songs. And with the music player, you'll be able to set the mood for your adventures. And just like that, the world's gotten so much bigger. Yeah, looks like my weapon data has been shared with everyone too. So about the recording you brought me, it almost sounds like a whale song. But there's something off about it. I'll need more time to figure it out. Anyway, I'll send you updates via the SSS. That tar man's the one who recorded it. Said he heard it while he was out tar fishing. Have a listen. Call me crazy, but we might be dealing with something like a whale. Another interesting thing to note, creatures that hear this song make an effort to avoid the source. There's not much else I can say with confidence. However, give me some time to analyze it, and I might get you some answers. Yep, I can really immerse myself in my work here. Sadly, all the music I've made never gets heard by anyone else. Still, that's about to change. Because of that update I pushed you earlier, the new music player function, remember? In it, you'll find a sample of my work. When you've got the time, be it on the job or relaxing somewhere, why don't you take a listen? Gotta get going, huh? Well, hey, thank you for the help. You know, I've been wondering how those brigands got their hands on that disruptor thing. I'm just saying, they certainly don't have the know-how to build one. It's kind of worrying. Oh yeah, I had another favor I wanted to ask, if that's cool. I lost some cargo near and dear to my heart, even though I tried my best to keep it safe. I've tracked it to this dangerous place. Too dangerous for someone like me. The request's open to anyone willing to accept, but something tells me you'll deliver. Get it? Anyway, if this kind of works up your alley, then take a look at my suborder.
Thank you so much, Sam. I have high hopes for his work, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. As for that strange device, it seems that its effect on the tar currents blocked all chiral communications. So I think it's only fair that we call it a chiral jammer. Anyway, while the currents in the area have settled down somewhat, we've received a number of troubling new reports. For one, a tar eruption was recorded in the direct vicinity of West Fort Knot. A group of figures clad in red and a large unidentified black mass were observed just prior to this eruption as well. Needless to say, the anomalous tar current activity near West Fort Knot may be related to these events. So we can't afford to ignore them and proceed with network expansion. We've got no choice but to investigate and address any cause that may be present on site. The corresponding main order has been added to this delivery terminal. I've got a feeling a difficult fight might be ahead of you, Sam. I strongly advise you to prepare accordingly.
Order completed. Well done.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
I love this game so much. It plays like the Phantom Pain, and it's fucking awesome.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Do you have sufficient means to defend yourself?
Thanks for the help. Been handy.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Nearly at our destination. You see anything suspicious?
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Oh fuck, you're the bastard that killed my goddamn baby!
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Been a long time, Sam.
Fuck, how you still alive?
Oh, no, I'm just a ghost. Come to take my revenge on you and that bitch Fragile. All the way from the other side. Of course, there's no point in trying to kill you when you won't stay dead. But there are plenty of other ways to make you suffer. Huh? The kid kicked the bucket, huh? Shame. Goddamn shame. So now what, you just lugging that coffin or pod? Going on a walkabout? Well, that's touching. Even if you don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
What are you saying?
Huh? Maybe I can't kill you, you won't die, but you can lose everything you love. And torture yourself for the rest of time, knowing that death will never come for you. So you go on your little walkabout. Go wherever you want, but I will be damned if I let you link up this commune. Not because extinction's my creed, though, no. No, I want to build a world where fear and violence are king. And who do you think will come out on top, Sam? You? With your hippy-dippy network? Or me? With my more rough and tumble methods? I can't wait to find out. Just a good old-fashioned boss fight. Cruelty or collaboration? The eternal choice. Let's put him to the test.
What a hit! Cliche, but that one's gotta hurt. Oh boy, that must hurt. Are you injured, Sam? Nice one! That one seems to have done some damage. don't seem to be making a dent. You may want to consider trying a different weapon set.
A new feature has been made available for use.
Well done, Sam. That last attack of yours seems to have left a mark. That one seems to have done some damage. That was amazing, Sam. Great work. Now let's get this place on the chiral network.
Decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
It looked like a machine, but none I've ever seen before. Right. We need to assess the situation. You're barely out of breath. Doubt any other porter could hold their own half as well. I hope we can continue to rely on you in the future. This moment's been a long time coming. Please use your Cupid to connect us. Now displaying your current porter grade.
Great. No issues establishing a chiral network connection. By the way, we've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only prudent we study it, you know? If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay it to Drawbridge right away. Thanks again for coming to our rescue.
Sam, this is the President. Due to your tireless efforts, West Fort Knot is now part of the chiral network. A great achievement. I salute you. However, this expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia can we hope to resolve this situation. And by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new Plategate to manifest as well. We are one step closer to making the chiral verse a reality, and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction. The road ahead is still fraught with peril, but I have the utmost faith in your capabilities. For now, though, please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV Magellan.
Order completed. Well done. Now that's a damn fine fit.
Was it really Higgs? He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but
He found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
it was definitely his voice I heard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah. He said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs? Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not sure.
Fragile, I need you to remember.
I only caught a glimpse. But they were all wearing red. This is all my fault. I had him at my mercy on Amelie's beach. If I'd only finished him off, none of this would have happened.
No. You can't blame yourself. You know, something's been bugging me. Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can? Charlie, you, the ship's crew, you all have connections within the UCA, right? And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the Chiral Network.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
Really, Sam? There's such a thing as too tight. Oh. That must have been quite the nightmare. I can't feel my legs.
Lou.
Sam, this is Tarman. Feeling refreshed, I hope? Thanks to all your hard graft, the DHV Magellan can get around a lot more freely now. More specifically, we can travel between any two facilities that are connected to the chiral network by way of the tar currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well. If you're curious about how the folks in the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the corpus via your ring terminal. And to have the Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions. But what makes you think you have a choice?
Sam, it's Charlie. Another request is ready. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knott has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knott. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority. All right, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop up. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function.
Sam, there's another porter here. Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello?
This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
destination.
Take care, Sam.
Just like that, Sam.
Gotcha! This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Not enough resources, huh? But what exactly are you lacking? Ah! Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then, why don't we extract some materials? Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail.
Damn, I got a container.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome! With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while. We've made some great strides in our research thanks to you. If it's all right, we'd like you to have this. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Oh, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear. We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's gonna take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's gonna go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of him myself. We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou. Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Order completed. Well done. I will always support you.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there, by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.